Howdy everyone. How to Bust Complacency. I am Bess McCarty, founder and coach with the MLM Millionaire Club School for Network Marketers, also a coach for network marketers, also called the Shrink of MLM. And I brought my little mascot Charlie today because he is never complacent. He is always excited about the next thing to do. Are we going to go outside? Are we going to go inside? Are we going to have something to eat? Are we going to play? He's always living in the moment, and he's always full of life and joy. So he is never complacent. He's just full of the passion for life and the joy of just being a dog. So I brought him along today to share his message. Is that right, Charlie? Can you tell the people? Can you tell the people? I don't know what complacency is. So maybe there's a lesson here. Busting complacency. If you've ever, or now even, hello Eric, welcome. If you have felt dissatisfied, bored, stuck, where's the passion? Where's the joy? Where's the meaning of life? You may be like Robert and Kim Kiyosaki, who made their millions of dollars, they made their fortune, and then they sat in their mountain home and they looked around and looked at each other and they said, well, is this all there is? And they realized that they had to go back and teach this. They had to go back and teach people to make their lives meaningful. And that's really what the antidote is. I will get into a specific one, specifically doing a challenge, which I help people with. But first I wanted to just say how service and going to the next goal is needed for our happiness. You may be at a place where you've succeeded in your life or in your business or in your network marketing business where you feel kind of comfortable and kind of plateaued. And it may be time for a next goal, a next stretch to reach. And that is why I like to suggest to people to consider doing a challenge at this time of year. It's a perfect time to do one in the fall, 30, 60, or 90-day challenge. And I have the best tools and support system to do that, which I'll describe in a little bit. Right now, I wanted to just say what Charlie knows, and that is that the journey is more important than the destination. It's who we become and who we help along the way. And I know he opens so many people's hearts every day, right? Every day that we're out visiting with people or that children get to see him and pet him, he's always opening hearts. Maybe because he lives in the moment and he loves life so much and he gets to share that with people. It was Grant Cardone that said to a fellow making, I think, about 6 figures or something like that. And Grant was talking about success and 10 times. And, you know, thank you for the likes and loves. I appreciate that. Thank you, Stephanie. How are ya? Oh, glad to see ya. So, let's make a little wave here. So Grant is saying to the person, or he, you know, 10 times and reach for more and everything. Welcome, Stephanie. And so Grant is saying to this person, you know, grow and set bigger goals and all that. And the person looked at Grant and he said, Grant, I'm okay. I'm okay in my life and where I am. I'm satisfied with this. And Grant says, well, that's great, but what about the people you could be helping? What about, you know, maybe you could be helping your parents have a better retirement or support your family, or consider them, the legacy that you leave them, or the security, or have you thought of their security should something happen to you or after you go? How about the other people in the world that you could help? I'm adding this on to what Grant said, but you know, there could be people starving in the world. There could be schools that need to be built in Africa. There could be lots of ways to think beyond ourselves, beyond our own comfort. And it was about that time that Simon Chan did an interview with me, and the title of that interview is Fear is Selfish. When we think of ourselves, just ourselves, we might feel complacent, or or even when we're fearful, we're thinking about ourselves. And guess what? The antidote to both of those things, to complacency and fear, is to give to other people, to think of other people, service. So it's interesting, but either complacency is all about me, or fear of making calls or being rejected or anything like that, is still all about me. And I'm not thinking about the other person, how I can serve them and what they might need, right? Because when you're in fear, where's your attention? On the other person or on yourself? It's on ourselves. And believe me, I've been there, and I have a lot of stories about that. Hi, James, how are you? So good to see you. Welcome. And thank you for the likes and loves, everybody. If you're watching the replay, I love if you type in replay. And I'd love to hear where you're watching from, because I really do enjoy that and would like to welcome you from there. If you know somebody who can use this, please pass that on. Now, James was in one of my programs to bust through complacency, and he did a challenge with me a little while back. And would you like to say anything about that, James? Would you like to say what that was like, doing a challenge, what it was like working with me, that I could share with the people? You'd even be welcome to come on the camera if you want to. James did a challenge to where he got recognition in his company. He was now the leader that he had dreamed of being, because he stepped up his action and helped more people than he had before. And that's really the difference. That's what a challenge is helping more people than you have before. Hello, Sue. Welcome. Glad to see you. So let me read you something that I read with Rob Sperry just today. It was a post that Rob put out. And you know him, he's a great network marketing leader and teacher too. And he said, maintenance is fatigue, but building is energy. And he said, the most exhausting work I've ever done is not earning the day. Not, oh my, let me see the neighbor. Charlie, were you trying to emphasize the point that I'm making? It's okay. It's okay. If you want to stay, you got to be quiet. Okay? Okay, here's a little snack there. Diversion. Okay. Thank you, Charlie, for guarding the house and barking at a neighbor. So, this is what Rob Sperry said. The most exhausting thing he's ever done is not earning the day, not progressing, not fulfilling his potential, not being the person I was meant to be on this earth. That is more tired. And he said, being lazy is the most tiring work of all. Whereas if it's about the journey and about the progress and about our dream and becoming the person that we're meant to be, that's really what it's about, right, Charlie? And that's why I suggest that the quickest way to make a big change in your life and to get out of that complacency or that comfort zone, or just thinking about me, is to do, if you're a network marketer, doing a challenge, 30, 60, or 90-day challenge. And I actually created a Facebook group for that today about the support that I give people in that. And you can go and learn about how to do a challenge yourself or about my support at the Facebook group, Reach Your Next Rank, Fast and Without Struggle. Reach Your Next Rank, Fast and Without Struggle. And I tell in there Eric Worre's plan to get 20 recruits in 30 days. And if that seems like a big leap for you to think of sponsoring that many people or making this leap, I'd like to read to you something from Goethe, Johann Wolfgang von Goethe. And this is a famous quote. I just love this. Until one is committed, there is hesitancy, the chance to draw back, and ineffectiveness. But the moment that one definitely commits himself, then providence moves too. All sorts of things occur to help one that would never otherwise have occurred. Who hasn't experienced this? And you make a commitment, and it seems like magical stuff happens. And he goes on. A whole stream of events issues from the decision, raising in one's favor all manner of unforeseen incidences, meetings, and material assistance which no man could have dreamed would come his way. Whatever you can do or dream, you can. Begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. Begin it now. I hope this helps to inspire you. It feels like when I've committed to do something that it isn't just me doing it. It feels like there's a wave that I'm catching that carries me along. It feels like somehow I have the help of life or the divine moving under me and through me and giving me ideas, and I wake up with ideas and people call just then to support, like a missing puzzle piece. I needed to implement that. Now I don't know if I'm that puzzle piece for you or that missing piece to help you in your business or to do a challenge, but I'm very glad, if I can be, because there are people out there who need you. The 4 types of prospects that I like to remind people about, people who need you, are parents who would like to be home with their kids, seniors who would like a better retirement because most are scheduled to retire in poverty, and students with loans to pay off that delay their lives once they graduate. They delays them buying a house and starting a family because they got these huge loans to pay off, or they can't find the job, you know, to fulfill them, or they have to end up having to live with their parents. So I know students that have paid off their loans while they were in school when they were in network marketing. And the 4th category of people that I like you to watch out for and help is the people who need to get out of a bad work environment, that they can have a better life. And I don't know a better answer than network marketing. So these are people who need you. And if you want to make a big difference, I suggest doing a challenge. And my hello, Calvin, welcome. And my Facebook page tells you how to do one. And that Facebook event, again, is Reach Your Next Rank Fast and Without Struggle. And you can get ideas how to do one, ideas of my support. What does my support look like? Why do you need one? Well, I asked a 6-figure earner one time who just completed her 90-day challenge. I said, how'd you do? And she said, good. I said, could you have done better if you'd had a coach? And she goes, absolutely. And I realized how valuable it is to have someone along with you, not only to upgrade your skills before you start and clear out your mindset, which I do. I'm a body-mind therapist and a psychologist, and I'm also called the shrink of MLM. So fortunately, I help people with both the skills and the mindset part before they even begin their challenge. And then they can bust through and go to town. And then I have daily support too, because undoubtedly, when you step up your pace, or especially when you do a challenge, you run into obstacles and no one's ever done a challenge that hasn't run into unexpected obstacles that come up. So it's good to have a coach, a mentor, a friend, a support person in your back pocket. And fortunately, I happen to also be a counselor and body-mind therapist, so can help with any issues that come up, whether it's business or life. I don't just help with challenges, though. A lot of network marketers like me to private coach them, which I enjoy doing very much. We have like weekly sessions. Also teach in my school, the MLM Millionaire Club, School for Network Marketers, Making Network Marketing Simple. And now I have a co-teacher in there, Jeff Gamble, who brings his multitude of experience. He's personally recruited over 500 people and built teams of over 10,000, and just has a huge amount of experience that we bring together into the school. We've also written a book called Always Get a Yes. That is awesome. I think it should be in every network marketer's toolbox. And we also teach weekday noon Eastern Time. We teach MLM leadership shows, free shows for everybody to dial into. The way to find that is on the Facebook group MLM Lunchtime Leadership Show. I know I'm throwing a lot at you right now. In fact, Jeff is on here right now. You want to say a little quick hi, Jeff? I don't know if I can bring you on there, but oopsie, there we go. Yeah, you want to come on and say hi real quick, Jeff? see how I can invite him. Nope. Trying to. Jeff, okay, invited you. If you have time, I know you're real busy. If you have time, I'm inviting him on to say howdy to you. I'll see if he can come on or not. Yes, helping people through challenges, through private coaching, through the school, through the book, Always Get a Yes, that we wrote, and the MLM Lunchtime Leadership shows. Those are many of the ways that I and we like to serve people. Not sure. Yeah, he may not be able to come on right now, but anyway, I will, the way to take advantage of my challenge help, if you would like help with that, is the Facebook event, Reach Your Next Rank Fast and Without Struggle. And would you like to know how I came to get this experience? I'm not in a network marketing company now. I'm dedicated solely to generic teaching, but I used to be full-time in network marketing for years, and it helped me to raise my son as a single mom. It was a nutritional company. But first I had to overcome my extreme shyness that I had as a kid. I used to be so shy that I would hide when company would come over to my family's house to visit. That was as a kid, not now, but as a kid, I did. And so I had to get over that shyness, to go door to door in my neighborhood, to become a speaker, trainer, teacher, award-winning in my network marketing company. And I did that, like we talked about in the beginning, by focusing on service, focusing on the other people, and learning also that I am valuable and lovable regardless of if anybody says yes or no to me. So I do know how to help people through fears, and that's probably why some top earners refer their people to me who are stuck and don't know why, and don't know why they're making their calls or what's holding them back. So fortunately, being a body-mind therapist, I bring that to the table too, to help them dig deep and uncover those fears. In fact, my work has been compared to Tony Robbins and the breakthroughs that I help people to have. I get deep, and we can go deep into childhood and see, well, where those programs come from. And if they were acquired in childhood, they can be overcome. If they were, since all the programs were learned, they're not really who we are. And the good news is that they can all be overcome. So I love helping people to do that. I think I'm going to conclude now. Any questions, comments? Did you get a takeaway today? Are you thinking of doing your own challenge? What do you think of this? Did you get inspired? Did you maybe get some thoughts outside of what you were thinking before? I'd love to hear a takeaway. Take any questions. And I'd love if you like, comment, or share it. If you got value and you know someone who could use this, who needs to bust out of complacency, I'd love if you share. And many people are sharing my work and our work on network marketing groups or personal growth groups. So I'd love, I would thank you very much for that as well. Going to conclude, but please leave any questions you may have, and we'll keep the discussion going afterward. Thank you each for being here. Thank you for helping people. Let's go make a difference. And Charlie, thank you for being my guest today, and we'll see everybody next time. Remember to keep your passion and focus on sharing your joy in network marketing, helping other people. Okay, thank you everybody. See you next time. I'll be here every afternoon. Bye-bye. Bye.